Hey all, welcome to Sultan of Spirit. I'm Zelda and I'm going to do the weekly love reading for Capricorns. How are my Capricorns doing? Hope y'all doing good. This is a general reading, so please take the reading as it resonates. Take what resonates, leave what does not. And let's see what my Capricorns have been dealing with and what energies are approaching you in the next 7 days when it comes to your love life and love connections. I realize it's midweek, so this is just a reading for the next 7 days. Let's begin. Capricorn. The central card that's influencing you, the central energy, sorry, that's influencing you, Capricorn, or that you're working with or dealing with, the Tower in reverse. So either some of you Capricorns are avoiding this Tower moment and others are getting over it. It depends on what you're experiencing right now, but there's something in your life that's coming to an end, or there's a major shift and change that you feel so intensely, like feel it to your bones, that you're going through. But it might feel like a disastrous situation, or things are just, you know, crumbling down, crashing down. But yeah, some of you are avoiding this from happening, and others already have experienced this ending, this change, this shift, and you're finally getting over it. So take it as it resonates. Let's see what more cards might get cleared. A lot of you Capricorns right now, or about to, feel very stagnant and restless too. Unable to heal, unable to move, unable to take action. You might feel like you're stuck in your situation right now. If you're expecting to hear from somebody, or you're expecting for somebody to like act a certain way or take a specific action, it may not come. There might be a delay and you might be feeling so restless. Yeah, because for you, I have the Four of Swords in reverse along with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So yeah, lack of action, lack of communications, you know, being stagnant at a standstill, at a complete stop, and feeling very restless, unable to heal, having so much energy just pent up. And again, and for others of you, it's more so about you expecting some sort of a news, you know, like that little bird there. There's lights over here. But, or you're expecting somebody to take some sort of an action, but it's just not coming. And so you're feeling very anxious and restless. And your person, Capricorn, I have the King of Swords along with the Judgment card. Your person is like making a very rational decision. Very logical, cold, calculated decision. Or on they might actually contact you too. You know, like this does seem like for some of you they might contact you or move towards you, but with the swords is more so like communication. So you might hear from your person. If that's what you're expecting. If you're expecting to hear from them and it hasn't come and you feel so restless and tired of waiting and stuff, it finally does come, the communication. And but for others, where you're not expecting anything, but you just feel stuck and stagnant in your situation, unable to really act or do much, you may have low energy, or your energy is just building up inside you. It could be about like, yeah, this person, your person's decision. They made it like a judgment call, a very, very big decision, and it was made out of logic and clear-mindedness, or it could be very like strategic, you know. Somebody might give you a truth, Capricorn. Your person might, for some of you Capricorns, it's like your person's giving you like the truth, like an awakening moment, like a big, clear, like a moment of clarity. Or your person might experience this, where they're like going through a period of like awakening, like experiencing a moment of clarity, finally understanding a situation, you know, and getting it for what it actually is, being rational and clear about it. But you're not offering anything emotional to them. I think a lot of you, either you have your emotions kind of like shut, or you're just keeping it, you know, kind of like safe in the little box inside you. But there is no offer from you when it comes to love and emotions, apology, healing, compassion, any of that. You're not feeling like offering it to your person or to the situation. You're more so focused on a new perspective, or gaining clarity, and being logical and rational, keeping a clear mind, very important. And a lot of you might also focus on the truth, knowing the reality of a situation, the truth. That will give you a new perspective, and that might make you like close off emotionally and not offer anything to the person or to the situation. But yeah, it's like the emotions are upside down, hidden possibly, but the the mind is active in your case, Capricorn. Okay. Yeah. A lot of you Capricorns are actually experiencing an avoiding of an ending. Like I said before, you might be avoiding a tower moment, like something coming to a complete end, becoming a disaster, like failing, or going through a major change that feels very intense to you. Either you or your person, or this could be mutual, that you're avoiding that change. It just stirs up a lot of uncertainty and fears, and worries, maybe even regrets. But there is like, or just feeling overwhelmed mentally, or by stress, because of the change that is oncoming, the change that's approaching, or the uncertainty of it, or having to go through with it. It just might send you or your person into like a anxious state. Your person, I have the Emperor in the reverse, along with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn. So they're not in a healthy state. They're not manifesting anything. Like the situation on their side is also like come to a standstill, most likely. They're not being practical and realistic. They might have some money problems for some of you, or material, tangible issues. Could be home, family, money, jobs, income, kids. You know, take whatever resonates. but there's like a lack of practicality or, and for some of you, your person, Capricorn, is actually being very irresponsible. They don't like to they don't handle responsibility too well. Because with the Emperor in reverse, the Emperor is like supposed to be the most responsible person, you know, like the king. You know, he's supposed to make decisions like very rationally, cold, calm way, in a calculating way, but in a healthy way for the good of the kingdom, the people, you know, and everything, the prosperity and so on. But in the reverse, it's like not a good king, not a good emperor. So they're, and along with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I think, yeah, they're not being responsible, they're not being realistic, or they're just not putting in practical work or effort. They may not be good with money. They might have money or property, material issues. May have lost a job or position or income, something like that. And it was like an intense awakening moment for them. It's like it's changing the way they see things. They're gaining a moment of clarity. And for some of you, this person could also be very like controlling, very strategic, like scheming, manipulative, but in a verbal or in a mental way, in overstepping boundaries and stuff. They could also be pretty aggressive in their way they approach things. So they might go overboard, but they might also feel pretty insecure too, for some of you. It might also just be insecurity. But yeah, in any case, there's like, they're just not being practical or responsible here. And for you, Capricorn, oh wow, cool. I have the Justice in reverse along with the Wheel of Fortune. Karma, baby. This is karma. You've been, some of you Capricorns, you've been experiencing a situation that you felt was very unjust, very out of balance, unequal, unfair. And it was just like a bad situation, and it's coming to an end. Like the old chapter, the old book in your life, the old patterns, old cycles are coming to an end, and you're going to move on to like a new page, new chapter in your life. Old way of doing things are going to, you know, come to an end. Especially if it involved like unfair, unequal, just, you know, bad treatment. Take it as resonates. Situation could always be in reverse. Could be where your person feels this way about you, or you feel about your person this way. But in any case, there's going to be a major change that you're going to experience, a major ending and a new beginning, Capricorn. But your person, they're gonna be very bitter. So maybe some of you guys are actually going to either want to change things between you and your person, or in your situation. You could part with them, you can confront them, but you're demanding truth and clarity no matter what, and being realistic. But like, yeah, along with this change, the Wheel of Fortune brings an ending of the injustice. Your person's going to feel so like heartbroken, miserable, like they're gonna feel like they've been stabbed in the heart, in the back, betrayed, or disappointed, and they're gonna be very bitter. For some of you, they're going to cut off communication from you once they feel this heartbreak, this pain or disappointment. But for others of you, it's more so they're going to be very bitter and cold and bitchy and resentful and just like a jerk. When it comes to their words, they may say some very hurtful things or try to hurt you, or just they speak out of pain, so their pain is going to cloud their judgment. They're not going to be able to be clear-minded and rational and cool and calm and collected. They're going to be like, yeah, overtaken by their pain. And so they might come off very negative. And yeah, there is like an avoidance of a change, whether it's you or your person or both. A death card in the reverse along with the 9 of Swords. So there's fear, there's worry about a death moment, a change, a transformation. This is also Scorpio energy influencing the reading, but it could also be dealing with a Scorpio or somebody with Scorpio energy in their chart. But in any case, there's a fear of an ending and a transformation, a change. And it just sparks up so many worries and fears and maybe regrets. Maybe you or your person just fears like this situation or partnership coming to a complete end. You know, you might have experienced a tower moment, still like a change or ending, or like the foundations got shook in your situation. But you know, there might still be fear and worries over it coming to a complete end in transformation. But yeah, take it as it resonates. In any case, there's like an avoidance of a change, avoidance of an ending here. Could be mutual. But let's see what else is going on. What else do the cards want to tell you, Capricorn, about your love life? What other energies are approaching Capricorn in the next 7 days when it comes to their love lives and love connections? One more time. Capricorn. The central energy that will be influencing you moving forward, Scorpio. Why did I say Scorpio? Capricorn. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, like I mentioned before. But yeah, Capricorn, it's a lack of work, a lack of effort, no longer putting in time and effort into a practical effort into something, giving up. Or if you could feel this way, or you could feel like your person's doing this. Take it as it resonates, but there's a lack of working on a situation here, or working on the connection and the partnership. Again? Oh wow. Yeah, your person's pain is definitely going to cloud their judgment like crazy. Their judgment is not clear at all. The situation between you two, I think it started off pretty good. You guys had love for each other, emotions, feelings for each other. Might have been a twin flame or felt like a soulmate. A very deep connection, mutual attraction for each other. But it turned toxic. It turned toxic. It might have been like, for some of you, it might have just started off toxic too, but it was definitely like the connection between you two became toxic. You might have felt like trapped or entangled, you know, to each other. Or it was just like some bad, toxic, unhealthy behavior started happening between you two. Situation got very unhealthy. And so your emotions started changing. I'm going to show you guys the cards in a second. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is crowning the reading, and this is at the very bottom. Not working, not putting in any effort, no teamwork. So yeah, no matter what, there's just no teamwork, no collaboration, no cooperation in this situation. You guys may not be putting in, it might start off as one person's not putting in work and it ends with both, or all parties not putting in any work in this situation. But yeah, the connection you had with this person was, I think it was very deep. It still might be there, like emotionally. Mutual attraction, love, feelings for each other, soulmate, a twin flame connection, but it got toxic. But yeah, for you, Capricorn, I have the Ace of Wands along with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Not really feeling in your element, but definitely have a new start, a new interest, or a new opportunity that just sparks your interests. Like, King of Pentacles might also be, in this case, you giving up your throne. Like, you're giving up your position. You're no longer being stubborn. It's like giving up your kingdom almost, or or whatever situation you were in order to giving up what's like not practical, what you cannot trust. I'm getting like, okay. For some of you, there will be a new opportunity, new passion or interest that will come across, or a new offer. But it's like not stable, it's not practical, and it will not give you any type of tangible material fulfillment, no prosperity. Yeah, and you may not be able to trust it. So you might turn it down if it's an offer or an opportunity. And for others of you, it's more so yeah, it's like you're giving up on working at this because you feel like it's just not going to bring you any stability, any trust, any fulfillment, any strength. And so you give up because you're going to focus on a new passion, a new interest, or a new opportunity that presents itself. And your person is like, I get 3 of Swords again for them, along with the Moon. So, like I mentioned earlier, they're experiencing, or they're about to experience, some sort of a heartbreak, a pain, a betrayal, a disappointment, feeling like you've been stabbed in the back or stabbed through the heart. But it's negative. The way they're feeling is sad, and I think it's clouding their judgment. They may also try to hide their feelings from you, Capricorn, not let you see how much they're hurting. Or how much they're disappointed, so they're keeping you in the dark. But it could also mean that it could, both cases could be true too at the same time, where their pain is clouding their judgment, so they're like, their perception of things is kind of warped. They don't see things for what they actually are. They're not clear in the way they see things. And like I mentioned, I kept mentioning, started off good. There was a twin flame, an emotional connection, mutual feeling and love for each other. But it got very toxic with the Devil card. It got very unhealthy. You might have felt trapped to this person, or they might have felt this way. It could have been mutual, but it was like you were trapped in this unhealthy, toxic cycle for a little while. But it seems like both of those, this is coming to an end. Especially emotions and feelings on your end, Capricorn, on your side, it might be changing your emotions for this person. You may not feel the connection as strongly anymore, and so you're also getting rid of the toxic energy. By the way, the Devil card is also a Capricorn card, so you may not be feeling in your element. You might be feeling a little down, some of you. But in any case, by getting rid of this emotional connection, you're also getting rid of a toxic connection. And your person is going to move on as well. They're going to see that there is no way, like in a practical sense, in a realistic sense, to work this out. There's no more potential. And so they're going to, you know, take whatever they can from this situation, good and bad, experiences, wisdom, whatever, lessons, and they're going to move on, especially mentally. And you're going to feel sad. You're going to grieve a loss. You're going to feel sad, but at the same time, interestingly, I think for some of you Capricorns, this ending that feels so sad is going to, it's like going to trigger something positive in you. You're going to become very like fertile and creative and abundant, prosperous, like the energy that will be surrounding you. So I think this is going to influence, or going to, like this is going to transform into this, the Empress. Pain and loss and grief and disappointment, emotional conflict between you and your person, feeling sad. But then it's like, it could also mean like you're losing your love. But I think the Empress in the upright, this is going to trigger something in you that's positive and productive. You might be like more giving, loving, compassionate towards yourself or to people around you. You know, focus on what you love, what you find attractive. Could be, you know, involving love, but could also be business and stuff. So especially with this new Ace of Wands here, even though it's like side by side with the King of Pentacles. Oh, for some of you, it could also be where if you have financial troubles, Capricorn, if you feel like you're not where you want to be financially or materially, you might be presented with a new opportunity that you feel passionate about to remedy that situation. And so at the very end, you arrive at the Empress, and you have love and compassion, but you become very productive and fertile in many ways. Yeah, nurturing, caring, compassionate, loving, creative, productive, fertile. And your person, like, they love you. They do. Otherwise, why would they be feeling so much heartbreak and stuff? They have the Lover's card for them and the Tower in reverse. So what I saw in the previous spread with the other deck might also be their energy, your person's energy, Capricorn, where they were avoiding this Tower moment, avoiding the Death card, the change, the ending that's taking place. I think that for a lot of you, it's your person that's avoiding it. But yeah, situation could be reversed or mutual, so take it as it resonates. But they have love for you. They have attraction. They still do. They still feel somewhat connected to you in a way. And so they don't want this just to end. They don't want this tie, this connection, this love to end, because they still feel it. Even though you may not, your feelings may be changing, theirs is not. Or it might be rekindled. And yeah, they're avoiding an ending, a disaster. They feel like they're avoiding a disaster. They want to keep this love. But at the same time, there's just no cooperation between you two. Or, you know, whoever else is involved. 3 Pentacles. But I don't have any other 3s. So I think it's just you two. But it's like a lack of cooperation and teamwork. So yeah, this was your weekly love reading, Capricorn. Crazy. If it did resonate with you, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the reading, and I'll see you guys soon again. Take care. Bye bye.